Hi, my name is Lori. I'm a parent advocate at INCLUDEnyc.
And my name is Rachel, and I'm the Executive Director at INCLUDEnyc. Our goal is to help you, New York City parents, prepare to have a successful Individualized Education Program, or IEP meeting, with your child's team. We will do this by explaining what you can do before, during, and after an IEP meeting.
A school or a parent can request an IEP meeting. There are three kinds: the initial for first-time requests, the review which is held annually, and the triennial which leads to reopening your child's IEP.
It's important to know what type of IEP meeting you'll be preparing for, because different meetings have different goals.
To learn more about the three kinds of IEP meetings, go to this link on the website and download the informational tip sheet.
To prepare for the meeting, it'll be helpful to get organized. You'll do this by gathering documents about your child, people who you may want to attend the meeting, your own notes about your child, and what things you'd like to talk about at the meeting.
Think of this preparation as your homework. The more you get organized and the more information you review, the more confident you will be at the meeting.
Let's start with the documents. You should gather IEP Meeting Notice, evaluations, your child's current IEP, progress reports, and your own notes. These may include notes from teachers, service providers, and even samples of your child's work. To learn more about the types of documents and paperwork that are part of the special education process, go to this link on the website and download the tip sheet. You will want to gather all of your documents in a binder or folder.
Put your child's picture on the cover of the binder. Walking into a meeting with your binder is flat out fierce. It shows the team that you value the meeting and are committed to your child's education and progress.
The first document you should review is the IEP Meeting Notice. You should expect to receive one at least 5 calendar days before the scheduled date. The IEP Notice contains the date and location of the meeting and the name and number of the contact person to call in case you have questions or need to reschedule the meeting. Whenever new evaluations are conducted, parents are entitled to a copy prior to the meeting to provide the chance to read and think about them in advance. If it isn't included with this notice, call the contact person named and ask. Having the evaluation prior to the meeting is your right.
The IEP notice also has the names and titles of everyone who's supposed to attend the meeting. Typically, these people will be your child's teacher, the school principal, other Department of Education personnel, you, and your family members.
Speaking of people, remember that you can invite anyone to the IEP meeting who you feel will help support what you are asking for, even if they're not listed on the IEP meeting notice. This might include an outside therapist or a service provider or anyone who knows your child well, especially if this person can help explain the changes to the services or placement you think your child needs. Get in touch with them and let them know the date and time of the IEP meeting and why you'd like them to attend.
If you are bringing family members to the meeting, make sure you are all on the same page about what your child needs. Talk about what goals you have for the meeting. Develop nonverbal cues, such as touching your right ear to signal the person to stop talking. Okay, you've gathered and reviewed all of your documents. You've put together your team of people. Now it's time for the most important part, writing down your notes for what you'd like to address in the meeting.
Make a list. What's working, what's not, what's appropriate, goals, services, supports. Look at your paperwork and note anything that supports what you are saying.
On the day of the meeting, make sure you have your binder or folder that contains your documents and notes, the people you invited, and a pen and paper to take more notes. And recognize that these meetings can be stressful for us parents, and that it's okay to be nervous.
If you need to, you can ask for a break.
As you address the room, act confident. You did your homework and you are ready to advocate effectively for your child. Be sure to express your intentions and desires fully during the meeting. When speaking, remember to focus on what the child needs, not on what is going wrong. For example, you might say, "Because my son struggles to hear the teacher, it would be helpful if his desk could be moved closer to her desk." Instead of, "All his teacher does is mumble. She doesn't even care if my son can hear her or not." If you can, mention at least one area of improvement your child has shown. For example, my son is participating more in his math class since that teacher moved his desk.
Be a partner. While it may feel like a me versus them situation, remember that you're all on the same team. When you use the word we, you're reinforcing the obligation your partners have to do what's best for your child. For example, we all want what's best for Jaden.
Be mindful of your tone and body language when talking. It's not what you say, but how you say it. No matter how hard it is to listen to others, remember that when you do let people talk, it ensures that you will have the chance to talk as well.
Take notes during the meeting to help you recall what was discussed. Stay aware of the time, but know that if you run out of time, you have the right to request another meeting. After the meeting, a copy of the completed IEP is sent to the parent within 2 weeks, followed by a final notice of recommendation letter, known as an FNR.
This notice serves as a formal offer of services and requires a response from the parent. Whether or not you agree, it is important to respond in writing.
The FNR tells you who to respond to. Signing and returning indicates acceptance.
If you disagree with the FNR, ignoring it is not an effective strategy. The team will assume you are in agreement or that you're not interested in special education services. Since these recommendations must be put in place within 10 days of the meeting, it's best to respond as quickly as possible.
If you disagree, there are concrete steps you can take. If you'd like to know more about these steps or need one-on-one assistance, call INCLUDEnyc for help. We can help you prepare for your IEP meeting at no cost to you.
Visit us online at INCLUDEnyc.
INCLUDEnyc!